Happy Friday, Mayor Dan Pope with a weekly update. Hope you've had a great week. We had a great council meeting yesterday. We spent quite a bit of time in work session on two topics. I think I mentioned them last week, but on codes and on the animal shelter. I think in both cases, council gave direction to staff as to where we would like them to go. Just some brief comments. I think on codes. We feel like our codes organization over time needs to become more proactive and less reactive. And we talked about some ways we can do that. Maybe it's ways we can collaborate with other city departments. On the animal shelter piece, we spent quite a bit of time on it also. I'll just say that we got to be better there. And I think the council's all on the same page there. You can watch our discussion. You can go online to the city website and pull that up if you'd like to. I think you might find it interesting. I think the best news in the council meeting yesterday was that we got our audit. In city language, they call it a CAFR, Consolidated Annual Financial Report. But we got a clean audit. We had I think that'll be our 14th straight audit that was clean for the city. But there were some real highlights in that audit, and I think our fund balance for the general fund grew again last year. We were able to control our spending. We spent less than we were budgeted for, which I think that's something you always look for. We made quite a bit of progress in some of our pension type liabilities, and in some places we have some work to do. But it'll be up on the city website. It should be up by Monday. It's a long, very long, but there's some key pieces in there that I think would be great for any citizen to read. And if you can go through last night's council meeting and get an update on that also, where that was covered, and see some of the highlights. You might find that of interest. Two more things real quickly. We're glad that ESPN's coming here for our Red Raiders on Saturday for game day. We hope you'll show up for game day and for the game against the Jayhawks. It's a big one for us. We're so proud of Coach Beard and those young men. They've had such a good year. And I think the thing I like about them is how hard they play and how well they represent us all. Finally, next Friday is the annual Mayor's Beans and Cornbread Luncheon. This goes back 30 years. Mayor Peck McMinn helped start this in the 1980s, and I, along with mayors from the region, I think we've got 12 or 14 that'll be coming in next Friday to host the Beans and Cornbread Luncheon. It's at the Civic Center. It's between 11:30 and 1:30. It's a $10 ticket. It's all you can eat: beans and cornbread and sausage and dessert. And it's a benefit for Hospice of Lubbock. And Hospice of Lubbock is the oldest hospice in our region. It's the only faith-based, not-for-profit hospice in our region. It's the only pediatric hospice in our region. And the doors are open to everyone at Hospice of Lubbock, regardless of your ability to pay. And in our communities, we know that the dignity that goes along with end of life and how important that is. And this is Hospice's it's their main fundraiser for the year. We'll have a lot of celebrity waiters there. They'll all be trying to earn tips to win the Golden Apron Award. But we hope that you and your folks from your office will spend lunch with us next Friday, March the 2nd, Texas Independence Day, and also in this case, beans and cornbread, the Mayor's Beans and Cornbread Luncheon. Hope you have a great weekend. I appreciate your prayers, your thoughts, your good ideas. We'll talk to you next week.